G'day there everybody, Ozzyana here. Now today I thought we'd do something a little bit different than a build video or a messing around video. And we talk about, a debate going on in the community at the moment. And you see it just about everywhere you go in any real Monster Hunter community. Where you got players talking about meta versus non-meta players. And I thought I'd like to see where you guys sit on the fence in this. Because I understand both of the sides of the fence here. And I just thought I'd see how truly everyone really does feel about the whole situation. So don't forget to write in your comment how you feel, because like I get that meta players have took the time and the effort and they've learnt the monster's attacks, they've learned his patterns, they're going in and trying to do it as efficiently and as quickly as possible, because they feel like that's the best way. And quite frankly, that's a really good way of looking at it. You can take the monster down as quick as possible. It gives you more time to hunt other monsters. But then you got defensive players that use high defensive builds that they still get the monster taken down, they capture it, but it may take them longer. And I'm trying to ask does that really matter in this thing? Because do we want to have the climate where you got elitists that just rip on people that don't use the meta builds, or do we want to just have a nice community where who the fuck cares what you wear as long as the monster gets captured or slayed? Because coming back to defensive builds, and I've done it before, I've used a defensive build. Like, when Regime first dropped, I had absolutely no fucking answer for that monkey. Like, he hits as hard as No Gigante, but he has a speed of Kirin. And I just couldn't work it out. And I'm not going to lie, I ran a defensive build because I just couldn't have nothing for him. And after fighting him multiple times, yes, I learned his patterns and I've gone the complete opposite way and just base my whole build around attacks. And I understand what people are saying they're meta, but that's how you evolve and that's how you learn as a hunter, and it makes you a better hunter for it. But what about if you don't have time to learn the monster's attacks? What about if, say, you're a really busy person and you only get a couple of hours a week on the game, and then it's a lot easier for you to build a tank build because you just don't care about learning the monster's hunt patterns or its fighting style, and you just want to kill the monster. I mean, is that so wrong? Is really that so bad if that's what you want to do? Or say, like, say we'll take a supportive build. Yeah, I know that at the moment attack's the best way of playing the game, but what's wrong with someone running a support build? What's wrong with someone sitting over there just buffing the shit out of you, constantly feeding you health potions, so that way you yourself can just stand in there and just constantly attack? I want to know how you feel about that. Do you really hate support builds that much, and it's just got to be attacks, or do you not really care? Because honestly, if I send up a flare, and I get a hunting horn shop, and I'm only using this as an example, not to piss off the hunting horn people, I get excited because I know, shit, I'm going to get buffed. But then again, I know that in the right hands, the hunting horn just totally fucks everything up, and it can really mess up a monster at a really fast rate. But then you got the sword and shield guys, and a lot of people say that they're just support builds. But then if you set them up properly, they can be real fucking badass builds themselves. So what I want to know is it that wrong to want to help your teammates by running a defensive support build? I mean, yeah, I get that you should evolve and learn the monster's attacks and grow from there and, obviously become a better hunter. But maybe these people do like actually being a support player. Maybe they do like, healing and buffing because it gives them some sort of joy. I mean, shit, on my last video before this one, I think it was the last one, I put up a tank build for people that had trouble with Archtemp and Nemiel, which pretty much made you into a buffing tank. And it worked. You could take down Nemiel, but it obviously took a lot longer than normal. It obviously you did take it down, but, could have took like 5 or 6 minutes max, a lot longer. So what I'm trying to get at is, write in the comments how you truly feel about this. Because does it always have to be meta? Or do you not really care about the meta at the moment? Because if everyone's running the same builds, doesn't that just make the game boring? But then again, I do respect the meta players, and I do understand what they're saying. But then you'll get into a quest, and someone will run in with a meta build, and they'll get one-shotted. and then you just look like a total dickhead. So, like, it's two-sided coin in this, and I just want to know how everyone really truly felt about this situation. So, like, subscribe, write in the comments, because I'm really curious to see what everyone thought. Anyway, I'm the Aussie, and that's my two-piece on it, because, like, honestly, as long as the monster gets captured or slayed in the end or killed, does it really matter what we really run? I mean, does 5 minutes really matter to you that much? I mean, or say 3 minutes? I mean, I get it if you can go in there and, like, say, take down a fucking Rajang in like 3 or 2 minutes or something like that. Yeah, and then you're fighting with someone and it's dragging out. I understand that can get frustrating. Don't get me wrong, that's a fucking pain in the ass. Like, I did a quest with Kieran and Nemiel, and I think it was the Tempered one's upgrade a mantle. And I ended up by myself at the door because no one would join the flare. And I got it done within 30 seconds left before the 50-minute timer. And I understand that was fucking annoying. So I understand where meta players coming from, where they want to go in and get it done as efficiently as possible. But I want to know from you guys in the community, like, do you really care about the meta that much? That you're going to not want to play with these defensive support builds? Or do you just want to play and just hunt the monsters, just have a good time? Let me know what you think, alright? Anyway, I'm the Aussie Hunter. G'day, and don't forget, until next time, happy huntings.